From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Fields this one at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Gets it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And the Patriots will have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
On play action, here's May. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devontae Maddox comes up with it. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, ball. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. He finds space for a few yards that time. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it's 4th down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers to talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's a New England first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. The Lions out in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Deep shot off his back foot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics. Like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors.
For the Patriots.
He's got the punt.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He's at the 30. And the big play is finally put to an end.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
That's good for a Lions first down.
Running it with David Montgomery. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
And we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. Dancing past him. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
In the red zone now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Line 20!
Off now on 3rd down. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
20-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Reader brought him down. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
Shotgun snap here to go. This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Spins out of one side. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Do not value.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Looking to throw. Gone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Hold on, we go.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
Hey, that's a run that's hold home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
What's up?
To the air on first down. May. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Brian Branch has it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Connection made with his back deep downfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Jamison Williams. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Patriots' 9-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. And they've got the football too. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
We go to the...
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They'll work against the blitz. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Off play action, Goff. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
Okay, that's just one of those situations it is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Goff. Buying some time left. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Running it with Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that. Screen game on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Lions, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Clearly, the defense did not go all in on the block right there, and fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake, and they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And it's going to be second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake works to perfection. First down.
I love the aggressiveness of that call. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, and the special teams on it.
1st and 10 from the 32. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Zach Cunningham comes up with it. And the Lions have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did for 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
All set to go now from the 35.
We go.
Now Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got Khalif Raymond. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. They're going to pass it here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Goff on third. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
Just another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
Escapes the pocket. And with a shot, this game is over. So the Lions get the win on the road. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one.